Thank you for joining us. This is the AM News, and my name is Justin Bemunyi. Now, in a bid to address issues on change in land title documents and other contravention distorting the city master plan, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has inaugurated 2 committees on the matter. Onoze Yakubu reports that the committees have 2 weeks to submit their reports.
Disturbed by the worrisome trend of change in land title documents and other contraventions, informed the setting up of these committees. The mandate is to streamline and regulate the activities and services of the Federal Capital Territory Administration as it relates to land issues. A case in hand is the River Park Estate in Abuja.
Sometimes government will give out letters of intent to those who say they want to develop mass housing. And government will always have an agreement, or what they call memorandum of understanding. We'll find out in most cases these clauses or these agreements are being violated. And so this committee is to look into the issues that had to do with River Park Estate and advise the government the necessary step to take in order to correct some of these anomalies.
FCT Minister Nyesom Wike warns the committee members against bias in the course of discharging their responsibilities.
And let me warn that must be done professionally. I don't want to hear any issue of influence from outside. If I hear that somebody has interest, be it from outside or be it from the FCTA, or particularly AGs and Land Administration Department, you know the consequences of it.
The committee, chaired by the Director of the Development Control Department, Mukhtar Galadima, and General Counsel Legal Services Secretariat, Salman Daku, have 2 weeks to submit their reports. The minister, however, promised to implement the recommendations of the committees. Onoze Yakubu, NTA News.
And the Federal Ministry of Environment, in partnership with Refabricate Africa, has unveiled an initiative known as the Cloth Bank. The project, launched in Abuja, aims to reduce the emission of toxic gases generated by textile waste. And Charles Alpha reports.
Textiles in landfills and dump sites, most times when burnt, are believed to contain certain gas elements that is released into the atmosphere, impacting health and the environment. But from the usual practice of buying, using and dumping to a more purposeful approach, the Federal Ministry of Environment and Fabricate Africa are creating an avenue for recycling textile waste into a more sustainable venture, particularly for those who need them.
They are harmful to both human health and the environment. So having this program will really set the pace for circular economy, because we are reusing and we are recycling.
We send to people who are already in our community, who are upcyclers. They reform these clothes and then send back to Grace Smile Foundation. Now, Grace Smile Foundation ensure that, mothers who are to give birth shortly have access to good clothes.
We hope to empower them through this, because when we collect the waste, we're not just collecting it just to keep, or collecting them to transform them into reusable items, and we need people to, carry that out. So we intend to train women, youth, to be able to do this upcycling. It's not a common thing like that in Nigeria.
Program Director Tomishe Johnson believes the Cloth Bank marks a significant step in Nigeria's fight against climate change and waste pollution, as it aligns with its circular economic drive and environmental sustainability goals, creating economic opportunities for women and youth.
Just imagine, if you go to the landfill, over 5% of landfill materials are textile materials. So you see that it's affecting the earth already. At Refab Africa, we're solving that problem in collaboration with Ministry of Environment and with other NGOs.
The Cloth Bank will be domiciled with the Ministry of Environment for collection of textile waste, with plans to expand to other parts of the country. Charles Alpha, NTA News.
Now, Governor Biodun Oyebanji has launched the Oleye Agro Trading and Aggregation Hub and Onje Ekiti retail outlets in Ado Ekiti. The governor described the initiative as a strategic intervention aimed at improving access to affordable and quality food items for residents of the state. Tayo Osho tells us more.
The governor, who explained that the initiative is meant to boost food security and cushion the effects of high food prices, noted that it aligns with his administration's vision to address food crisis through sustainable agricultural development, adding that over 4,000 hectares of farmland have been cleared across the state for food production and also to empower local farmers. He explained that the Ileye hub will serve as a central aggregation point for food commodities sourced directly from Ekiti farmers, thereby reducing supply chain inefficiencies and eliminating the influence of middlemen. He assured that the mechanisms have been put in place to prevent hoarding and diversion of food items, stressing that transparency and accountability will be upheld to ensure the program delivers on its objectives.
This level of aggregation is a testament to the productive capacity of our farmers, when supported with the right policies, infrastructure, and market assurance. It also marks a significant milestone in our efforts to reduce post-harvest losses and reposition agriculture as a viable economic pillar for the states.
The Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Security, Ebenezer Buluwade, assured that the government is committed to selling food items to the public at affordable prices. In Ado Ekiti, Tayo Osho, NTA News.
Now, the Nigerian Forest Security Service says it will continue to strengthen its synergy with other security agencies in safeguarding Nigerian forests, wildlife, and tackling emergency security issues bedeviling the country. Assistant Commandant General of the agency in North Central, Abdurrahim Ibrahim, disclosed this during the zonal passing out parade of new intakes in Makurdi. Blessing Omeche Ebute has details.
Banditry, kidnapping, illegal logging have been on the increase in recent times. These criminal activities are mostly undertaken in the forests, which have become a safe haven for these criminals. The passage of the Nigerian Forest Security Service Establishment Bill by the House of Representatives and the Senate, therefore, is the right step in the right direction. The passing out parade of over 250 new intakes into the security service will not only improve the quality and performance of the security outfit, but ensure the protection of lives and property in ungoverned areas. Assistant Commandant General, NFSS, North Central, Abdurrahim Ibrahim, charged the new intakes to be of good moral standing and promptly respond to security threats in their domain.
The mandate of this organization is to make sure it secures and protects forest crimes. So, which Benue State is a Nigerian state. So this organization is ready and always ready to secure and protect Benue State from every form of forest crimes.
He emphasized the need for local intelligence gathering for enhanced operations in the fight against insecurity in the nation's forests. In Makurdi, Blessing Omeche Ebute, NTA News.
Now, Rabi Usman Films, Apelode Films, and other film industry stakeholders joined forces for a sensitization work focused on child rights awareness under the Mchivi project. The event promoted solidarity for children's rights, highlighting the importance of a safe and supportive environment for them to thrive. Shehu Mohammed Dati reports.
From education and protecting from harm to the right to play and be heard, child rights are fundamental to building a better tomorrow. The sensitization work for child rights awareness supports the forthcoming film, Machibi, which tackles child abuse and advocates for child rights in Nigeria.
It's more or less like a call, to an awareness for people to know that these things they're happening, and they should just stand up to it, and let's see how we can curb it.
There should be stiff penalties for pedophiles. There should be stiff penalties for rapists, and anybody who is abusing a child. There should be stiff penalties for them.
Nobody has told a story like this. I would not want to tell you the nitty-gritty, but I will say I implore everybody, including you, to be around for the premiere.
The peaceful, public-spirited work united filmmakers, social activists, civil society groups, and concerned citizens.
Organizations like NAPTIP, WHO, they keep releasing statistics on a yearly basis on how this is becoming a problem, right? So the idea of what we are doing here is to create a kind of system, that can go from year in, year out to see how we can take down these numbers.
I also have experienced that, and that's why I want to come out to show the world how everything happened.
The goal is to spark conversation, foster community engagement, and drive collective action to safeguard children's welfare. In Abuja, Show Muhammad Datti, NTA News.
And this is where the news ends. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Justin Bemunyi. We'll now take a short break before we take you back to Weekend Deal.